Hi guys, I'm Trevor Harrison Phipps and I'd like to talk about the biggest mistake in modern fitness. But let me ask you something. If someone works out consistently and they eat relatively clean, they push themselves hard in training, shouldn't they feel better over time? Shouldn't they move better, have less pain and feel younger? And yet, so why are so many people actually, they're stronger but stiffer, more conditioned but they feel more broken? Because the biggest mistake in modern fitness isn't that people aren't trying hard enough, because they are. It's that they're building on the wrong foundations. So today I want to show you what almost everyone gets wrong and why fixing it might be the most important thing you ever do for your body. If I asked you what are the pillars of fitness, you'd probably say strength, cardio and nutrition, and you wouldn't be wrong. Those do matter. But here's the question. If those are the three pillars of fitness, why are so many people still tight, still dealing with nagging pain and still aging faster than they should? Well, it's because there's a fourth pillar, and that determines how effective the other three actually are. And almost nobody treats it like it matters. And I see people doing cardio, lifting weights and trying to eat well, but they still struggle to bend down, rotate and get up from the floor comfortably. So the fourth pillar is mobility. Mobility is your body's ability to move through full controlled range of motion. And here's the key. If your joints don't move well, everything built on top of them suffers. Okay, you can get stronger, but you'll compensate. You can run further, but wear your joints down. You can eat perfectly, but still actually feel 20 years older than you are. Mobility doesn't replace strength, cardio and nutrition. Mobility simply means your joints can move freely and under control. So think of a baby. It squats. It's perfect mobility. A baby can deep squat without thinking, sit cross-legged, roll like a ball, rotate and reach overhead. Nobody teaches them mobility. They're born with it. Mobility comes first. Then they develop stability and strength and then power. Nature already gave us our blueprint. But somewhere along the way, we stop moving. We sit too much and we've locked up. We stiffen. And instead of restoring mobility, we try to build strength on top of restriction. And that's where everything starts to really unravel. So mobility, stability, strength, power, speed and skill are basically the movement pyramid. And at the base is mobility. If the base shrinks, everything above it shrinks. Restricted hips, your squat compensates. Restricted shoulders, your press shifts from stress to somewhere else. Limited thoracic rotation, your spine and knees pay the price. If mobility is limited, strength becomes compromised strength. Power becomes risky power. Skill becomes inefficient skill, and over time, the body keeps the score. So strength without mobility is like spraying perfume on a pig. You can dress it up, you can make it look good, but you'll never fix the root problem. Adding more weight, more volume, more intensity doesn't fix restricted joints. It often magnifies the dysfunction. Mobility is not an accessory, it is the repair system, the reset button, your foundation. If your hip doesn't move, your lower back is going to move instead. And when we ignore mobility, here's what happens. We move into overcompensated patterns. The wrong muscles take over. The right muscles shut down. Posture collapses, range shrinks, pain creeps in, and we don't lose mobility because we age. We age faster because we lose mobility. Yeah, we don't lose mobility because we age. We age faster because we lose mobility. And once joints stop moving, life starts getting smaller. And this is when people say things like, my back's just went, my knees suddenly started hurting, or I've lost the range of movement in my shoulders. It didn't suddenly happen. The body had been compensating for years. So Imagine two 70-year-olds. One struggles to get up from a chair, the other hikes, plays with his grandkids, travels. The difference isn't luck, it's movement. Mobility is the currency of longevity. It determines how you sit, how you stand, how you lift, how you live. You can't out-train poor joint function, but you can restore it. And when you do, everything improves. So every workout is either investing in your future body or borrowing from it. Mobility training is how you protect the future version of you. If you want stronger lifts, pain-free joints, better posture, more energy, and the ability to keep doing what you love, mobility must be trained consistently, not as an afterthought, not as a warm-up, but as a pillar. Mobility isn't optional. It's what keeps you in motion for life. So the question isn't whether you should start training mobility. The real question is, when do you want to start protecting your future self? Think of it. Every mobility session is like a deposit into your future self. So at this point, most people think, oh, I just need to stretch more or train harder or maybe try something completely different. But the real issue isn't effort. It's that they don't have a system. So over the years, working with busy professionals, people who used to be active, sporty and really capable, I started to see the same patterns again and again. Tight hips, stiff, bad backs, shoulders not moving properly, necks problems and ankles and hands. So more importantly, everything they felt was disconnected. So instead of just giving people random exercises within their workouts, I built a system that fixes how the body moves step by step. You don't just stretch, you don't just strengthen, you rebuild your movement from the ground upwards. So right now you have a choice. You can keep training the way most people do, chasing intensity, adding weight, pushing through stiffness. Or you can build your body the right way. And that's exactly why I've created the Mobility Comeback. It's a structured program designed to restore joint mobility, rebuild strength in new ranges and help people move freely again and build long-term resilience. This isn't stretching at the end of a workout. This is intelligent, progressive mobility training that helps your joints move the way they were designed to move. Because when your joints move better, your strength improves, your recovery improves, your posture improves, your performance improves, your life improves, and most importantly, your body lasts. So if you want to feel stronger, have better movement and a body that holds up for decades, not just months, this is where you start.